Yeah. So what made you start your locks?
Okay. So I've been natural since 2015. I started going natural. And I just didn't really see any hair growth. So I would go get my hair braided every 6 weeks, 8 weeks, keep it in for about 3 months, 2 or 3 months. And so I just was like, well, I was spending quite a bit of money on that. And then I was getting, on social media, seeing that the hair weave isn't healthy for us. And it weighs our hair down. It's just not really good. It's better to be in a natural state. But then my job, I had to come in professional.
Yeah.
And so I'm not really big on hairstyles. Not really big on doing my hair. I can do it, but on an everyday basis from a natural state, it's not something I feel like I'm good at. So I would always get it braided up.
Because you wanted to do less manipulation as possible.
Yes. Yeah. That's perfect, yes. And so then I was like, well, I always got the kinky twist.
Okay.
So I always liked the lock look. I like the kinky twist, the most natural braids is what I feel that they are. And so then I was like, let me look into locks. So I started looking up micro locks and sister locks. And I was like, oh, well, this is something that I want. So I started doing research and I was like, this is a lifelong journey. You know what I'm saying? You really can't go back from what I know.
Right.
So then I was like, well, I like my hair in the kinky twist braids. So I was like, why not do the locks? And it healthier. I heard that it was healthier and for me to not have to do a lot of manipulation and do my hair in the morning. I just get up and go.
Right.
So that's why I did it. It's like, I think it'd be easier to maintain.
Your lifestyle is the reason, right? And a lot of times I like that because same reasoning for me as to why I decided to get my locks is because it was conducive to my lifestyle. I wanted to have less manipulation as possible, but then also I wanted to buy back my time with myself and with my family because for me I got 2 daughters, right?
Oh. Oh no, that's okay. Oh no. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My friend always laughs at my responses as well. I was like, am I saying like that?
Good. Yeah, I'm done. I don't need to talk to those people. Who are them? Yeah. So, with that, just buying back my time.
Okay.
And so, and when I say buying back my time, I'm talking about spending time with either myself, my children, my husband. At the time I was working, I was still a behavior specialist in the school system.
Okay.
So, the paperwork is off the chain when it comes to behavior in the school system. And so, instead of me staying up until 2, 3 o'clock in the morning to finish some R paperwork, I could probably, I can actually have some extra time now that I don't have to worry about my hair as much to be able to do some extra work. And so we know that just in the Black community, our hair it's a staple. It is something that which we will call our crown, right?
Absolutely.
And the Bible talks about that this is your glory. And so because of that, I think that our hair is very resilient, but we have to be very sensitive to our hair. And the first order of business, watch how I segue, see how I'm dope like that. So the first thing, when you segue into this little realm of your crown is your glory, right? You have to take care of your crown, you gotta fix it. Okay. It's starting from the scalp, right? So we talk about scalp health. Every time somebody comes into my salon, and sits down and we're talking about either establishing locks or if they're a transfer client and they want to get locks, we start talking about the scalp because the scalp is kind of like your first line of defense when it comes to your hair. So what you put on your scalp is going to dictate how strong and healthy and vibrant your hair is going to be, right? So some things that we'll talk about for scalp health, I would say starting with detoxing, because even like when we got those braids in our hair, remember how we used to pat our hair? Yes. A lot of times people don't even realize that the reason why they were scratching, when we say pat, that means either scratching your scalp. It's typically the braider has not detoxed the hair, or the synthetic hair or human hair, whichever type of hair you have decided to use, they haven't detoxed it. And so your scalp then begins to have, and you know, as a nursing background, a lot of people end up having, allergic reactions, right?
Okay.
And so that is
Okay.
where the itching of the scalp is concerned. So because a lot of people are coming from the natural hair community, or just even getting braids before their locks are established, I always talk to them about detoxing their scalp, right? You can either do like an exfoliation, or you can use like the rosemary stimulating system that I have here in the counter. And what that does is it deodorizes the scalp and the locks, but then also it levels out the pH balance of the scalp, right? And so we talk about how do we detox the scalp. That's one way to detox the scalp, because we want our foundation to be nice and strong and healthy and vibrant.